Are you ready now?
Yeah, for sure.
We are ready, I think. Hi everyone. This is Dr. Varol. I am now at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, and this is the course which is called Digital Electronics and Microcontroller course. In this course, we have groups, and these groups are preparing some different kinds of the projects. Until now, we presented 4 projects, and this is our last present. And this project was prepared by Adam and Justin. Before presenting, I would like to have a introduction from you. Introduce yourself, and then explain and show us your project. So, we are beginning with you, Adam, or Justin, you.
Okay. Hello, my name is Justin Turner. This is and I'm representing the color detector. I'm going to be able to detect any, well, not any colors, but the 6 colors that we presented. So the topic of discussion that we were talking about was the reasoning why we chose this project, the materials that we used for the project. We're going to show a video of it working. We're going to show out the code. We're also going to show the protest diagram to show each part and how it worked and how we put it together. The conclusion about everything behind the project and opening questions.
The reasoning, color blindness is the reason why we did this project. It affects 8% of the population, and we wanted to find a different route to understand colors better and having them help see them. It's our materials: female and male wires, jumper wires, and LED display. We have a pentanometer, an ohm, and sensors. Here's a video of the project working.
I think it's a different tab completely from the video. There you go. So right here is where we kind of set the RGB integers and basically like how the main colors that you're going to be used to able to detect each color that we set up, and also be able to set up the frequency so it is able to be able to show up on the LCD display itself. And also be able to like set up in a perfect positioning for the font and the display. Right here we set up the RGB component itself, so it will be able to actually the RGB, like the letter R and G, and be able to show up, and also be able to also show the numbers for the detector, so it could give us a neat range and scale between each color, so we know which one to choose, so we can display the correct color in its title. And right here we set the range once we saw which color for red, green, and blue. For red, white, yellow, green, blue, and black.
Here's our Proteus design.
In the conclusion, the project was a success, but the odds came through the wiring and the lighting. It was a great amount of wiring, so it was a little bit difficult constantly carrying on with it because a slight touch or movement behind it would be, would set it off, and we would have to restart it, reset it, or any type of sense. And then also with the lighting, we came to that problem actually today too. The lighting will sometimes affect how the RGB. I'm gonna set up the range. 1 second it could be the red could be 16 to 17 in a lighter setting, but in a darker setting it could probably be 30 to 35. But yeah, that's the conclusion. Any questions?
So,
Right there in the back.
So far, like how many different colors can it detect? Like, 'cause I imagine if I put like, you know, some like chartreuse up there, it's just gonna say it's green.
You're the only one in this room that can detect what chartreuse is.
I don't even know what that color is myself.
Green.
We're like at least about 5 to 6: red, yellow, green, blue, black, and white. So 6, yeah, 6 colors. So that's pretty much it. But for some reason, it can only detect 3 colors a day. But yeah.
We think it's something to do with the lighting in here.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It did rain earlier. Maybe it has something to do with it.
Yeah, so that colors in the moment.
We're in the south. The rain changes everything.
Yeah.
more question? Okay, Cameron.
Is the RGB sensor, that's what it's called? Or
Oh, you talking about?
what's the sensor that's actually sensing the colors?
It's called a TC3200 sensor, light sensor. It's called it's basically kind of like a, if I can explain the best I can do, is like a LED lights. You know the LED lights that you have in your little set, and it can change color itself. Those are basically connected to that, and the sets that's in that sensor goes off into the colors itself.
Okay, so how does that actually like
Work?
detect that color?
You said how it detects color?
Yeah, how does it know like which colors?
Well, it really doesn't know which color. It is more so just detects the RGB itself, but it doesn't know the color itself.
Like shades of light.
Yeah, like the main colors in the RGB model, which is red, green, blue, and how those combination effect. It basically makes a combination of how much is in there. I don't really understand in total itself, but it just kind of combines it into a set range for each color.
That's a spec for white LEDs provide like source lighting. And then once the LEDs provided by the source lighting bounces back, there's sensors in there that records the certain frequencies and wavelengths of what bounces back. And it digitizes that like an analog digital converter.
More questions? Noah?
So when Juan and I were doing our project, we tried to do that little LCD display, like the thing that like you could put the letters and words on, and like, we had so much trouble with it we couldn't get it to work. Did you guys like struggle with that at all, or how long did it take you to set that up?
To be honest, nah. No, the way
They had no issues at all.
like we had issues. We already talked about that, but it was more the LCD. Once we connected with the potentiometer, it was fine from there on out. Like it would sometimes have a little struggle with it because it wouldn't display the right type of words that we wanted to. And sometimes the frequency would be off, and so we had to adjust the potentiometer a bit. But regardless of that, it was able to set up the display. Sorry, every time you close up with the camera. But no, every time once we set up the program, it was fine from there on out.
Okay, Michael?
Did you guys try maybe an enclosed light system where it's not so open to the environment?
Nah.
Where you could just have like a small slit in it so you could just slide the paper in so it could be like really capture the light?
To be honest, no, because we were more, like I said, with the wiring, we were more so trying to see what would be the perfect setting. I know what you're talking about, but we were kind of also fearful that, say, it like hit off on the wire a little bit too rough or something, it probably set that off, and then we had to take the cover off, redo the wiring, and then try to be more sensitive with it and carry it on from this place to this place. Be too much, but that was kind of a thought too. Also with this, like the little stand that we have, that was kind of a way to keep it in the set boundary of lighting, because you put too close, the shadows are, and then too far, it'll be too light. So yeah, but that was a suggestion at one point.
Johan?
I have a question about your code.
Yes.
If you could just go a little like into detail how you managed to make the LCD work with the rest of your circuits that you got going on there.
Yeah, right here. Right here. More so, I'm not gonna front. We did have to help a little bit from YouTube because we weren't sure with the connection of the LCD itself. But once we set up right here with the LCD print and LCD set cursor, and set already the integers of what to present on the LCD display, it was able to display, the correct letters and the correct correct letters and the correct numbers that we wanted. We more so just went off of what we got from Google. So that's the best I could really explain. I'm sorry.
Could you go back to the include section, the very top of the code? Like, where's the object where you declare the LCD screen? Is it liquid crystal?
You said
So that's the object. Liquid crystal is the LCD screen.
Yeah, right around like here.
It should be up
Here.
here. So you declare it there.
Are there other questions? No more? Okay, applause please. Now. Thank you very much. You did well and congratulations.